Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Right to the air is Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go. 70, pass to 80. Trap 60, trap 60. 70, Timberwolf. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw is Daniels. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, look at this Baltimore defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Here's second and 10.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Flat. Here we go.
Now a give running left with Lynch. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Panther 60, come 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Daniels. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Okay,
First
ready?
and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Cougar 19.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
19-18.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal.
19, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Ready, ready?
To the air goes Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Diaz. 7 yards there and a first down. The Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Jackson. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Looking for the outrun. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's good for a first down. His 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Mitchell. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And now that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
BC, ready?
Now 3rd down and 7.
Ready, shot! Hey, middle! Ready! Ready, shot! Ready! Ready, shot! Ready, shot! Go. Go ahead. Ready! Ready, shot! Sit up!
Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Ready?
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10.
I'm not lying. Tag! Tap the 60. Check.
They'll try the middle with Lynch. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. And the Washington first down.
Let's go now. Trap 60. Stop low 18.
Now Daniels. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodriguez. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Up the middle, it's Lynch. Touchdown, Washington. His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get a short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now it's Mitchell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To throw is Jackson. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready?
Play action, now it's Daniels. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Ready, shot.
Here's Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out the end zone as the first half winds down.
Jackson. Well, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Jackson going to keep it. And he's got it. And he's going to be touchdown short of the first. And it's 4th down coming up.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Come on. Back to 11. 18 Rattler.
Throwing now is Daniels. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready, set. Go! Hey, smash front, Cowboy 80. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They go play action. Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Ravens go. use one of their timeouts.
It's
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
70, hot 70. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go Street.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Running for it. Here's Lynch.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
13.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
From the gun, again to Mitchell.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Jackson. This is Donnell with the grab. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Hey, middle.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, they're hot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Porter. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Change it.
To throw again is Jackson.
He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
The final shot before break. Daniels. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. There's that man again. It's complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
7 Pirates.
To throw is Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
70. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
To the air goes Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
70 Timberwolves. First down, Washington.
Here's Rodriguez.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oftentimes we play as an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Come on, come on. Pat the 60, pat the 60. Street, street. Big Lion.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Got it, ready? Here we go, here we go. Trap 60, trap 60. Go street. Mustang 19.
Daniels going to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
13.
Jackson down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Barnes.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Again, Jackson. Complete, finding Donnell. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get it the 7-yard line. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Now Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Daniels. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Cougar 97 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hawk 70, Hawk, go!
There's a give to Rodriguez on the option. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
19 Lions. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. The short throw to Musgrave. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Going left side, and he's got it down. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Down at the 31.
Yo. Sit hard. 180. 180. What a shot.
Throwing is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Ravens are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throwing now is Daniels. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. They'll run here with Rodriguez. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Chris Rodriguez. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Right back to Mitchell here. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready?
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7.
Hey! Ready! Sit on!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14. Austin Seibert set to kick
Following
off.
the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can get back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Got to be Timberwolves. 18 Rodley.
Daniels looking to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Panther 6, go!
And now a run with Rodriguez. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own
23.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that +3.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnes. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
21-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Baltimore, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.